Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 31 of the Crazy Shooters podcast. This week, Shaffer's gone again.
Big surprise.
Have no idea where he is. I didn't even try to text him because I really wasn't worried about it. But
He was playing Call of Duty Zombies.
Are you serious?
He was, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Biggest news this week. The Courageous Shooters actually postponed Throwback Thursday.
Honestly.
Just absolutely tough scenes. You hate to see it.
You're gonna have to hit a Throwback Thursday and Friday next week.
Well, no. So I made the executive decision because I could have done it by myself, but I felt it wouldn't have been, the right thing. I feel like I could have made it entertaining enough, but I'd rather do it with, two people like it normally is. But basically the plan is for however many weeks we miss, which I don't think it's gonna happen this week coming up. So that would be 2 and possibly a third.
Damn.
We'll try to get a shit ton recorded, and then some weeks we'll have a double upload that week. So it'll be 2 Throwback Thursdays for a few weeks, however many we miss, but I didn't want to miss any weeks, but it, not surprised it eventually happened just because of the way it's done. It's not as easy to get done as the podcast. But by the time we get to the year anniversary of it, we'll have 52 episodes. So I'll have to figure that out, but yeah, it'll probably be postponed 3-4 weeks. And then we should be back in business. In the meantime, we'll have some videos going up. We're kind of getting a little bit of a stockpile going on some videos to get out, so those will be coming soon. Other than that, I don't have any other comment on me fucking.
Do you think when we're all pulling up, do you think we could ever get a singular Throwback Thursday episode with like 6 people?
Like 6 people? Okay, we could, but like, see,
with like 6 people, that would be banging.
See, I want to do a 4-man eventually, because there's obviously games that you can play with 4 players.
Yeah.
I don't know about 6. I don't know if that would really how we would do that, but
well, I mean, like 2 people would just like, I guess, like sit out, like, you know how like
just kind of chill.
You're playing single player games, and then like, Shaper would be like next to you, or Mark would be next to you. Yeah, and you just switch controllers. Like we could do that.
Or we'll just have 2 people that'll just sit there and just be there for no reason.
Bullshit the entire
time. Yeah, that might work. We'll have to see. But I mean, once you're back here to be able to record, we'll have Throwback Thursdays in the vault for fucking 3 years, so we'll have enough ready.
I'll just come over one day and it'll be like, bro, let's just record like 20 Throwback Thursdays.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Like, I'd like to do a bunch of like duo streams with us together, but
yeah,
I feel like a lot of the time we're gonna try to just record a bunch of shit.
We're just gonna record
just
videos,
to have it, because we could stream together.
Pop up, any moment.
Yeah, like we duo stream now. Like, obviously it's different in person, but I do think getting stuff recorded. Obviously, we'll have plenty of time to get stuff recorded. We do need to try to figure out some more ideas to have that we're going to record this video while you're here, just so we can get stuff while you're here out of the way. Obviously, it'll be easier.
It'll be unfortunate timing for me to come up with ideas, but unless it would be like I'm coming up with ideas on the flight back.
I mean, you have already thrown out ideas for videos for us to do while you're here. So I mean, we just have
the
to.
Black Ops an event.
Bro, if we ever did that, like, that'd actually be funny as fuck. It would be fun on any Call of Duty, to be honest, but
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 obviously
Black
would be
Ops
the
2
most fun.
specifically. Oh
Yeah.
god, bro.
Honestly, like, as much as all of us don't enjoy the game, I think a Modern Warfare one would be good because we have like the gunfight maps to work with and like smaller maps that we can do shit on.
Run a capture the flag on Speedball 4v4.
Yeah, that'd actually be funny as fuck.
That'd be pretty good, yeah.
We would have one person just post it up on the back headies on both sides the whole match.
Safer.
Whole match. Oh Lord. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about some video shit. Obviously we should never miss a podcast. I don't think so.
We cook it in the kitchen.
Unless something like real serious comes up, we shouldn't miss one.
Yeah.
But going on to some more news, actually both of these things came out today, I believe. I mean, at least I first saw them on Twitter today. The NFL, Matt Stafford wants to part ways with the Lions this offseason.
Good.
So he's either getting traded or signing somewhere else.
We'll trade him.
I saw Pat McAfee wants him on the Colts, which that would actually be fucking insane for the Colts. Because the Colts have a really good team right now, other than their quarterback. And Phillip Rivers just retired. So now they really don't have a quarterback. And Matt Stafford
There's a lot of teams that would take him.
Yeah.
A lot of teams that would take him.
But then the other thing that I saw on Twitter was Deshaun Watson. He limited down his preferred trade destinations. He said he would rather go to the Jets than the Dolphins. So the Dolphins trade is not looking likely. I don't know what the fuck the Jets could trade. Literally just has to be pick. Yeah, it has to be the draft pick. But do they want to get rid of that pick? Is the thing.
They need an O-line, bro. They need it desperately.
Yeah, because even if they get Deshaun Watson, he might have one of the same situations that he's having in Houston right now. So
yeah, but Deshaun Watson in that same situation could get the Jets.
Yeah, true.
12 wins in that division, bro.
Yeah. I mean, who else is in that division? Is that the division with the Patriots?
Yeah, it's
okay,
Miami, New York, Miami, and Buffalo.
You mean New England? You said Miami twice.
No, if I said Miami twice, then yeah, New England.
I think you did. I don't know.
Whatever.
I get what you mean. I mean, Buffalo's probably about to run that division. So.
Well, yeah. If they take 2 L's to Buffalo, like.
Buffalo's running that division for the next few years. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They got the 4 easiest dubs of their whole life coming from New England and Miami.
The Jets are too far down the shit.
I mean, Miami is really fucking good too. They just, again, don't really have the quarterback, the elite quarterback to bring them to the playoffs. I mean, coming out of a hard division like that, plus they're in the AFC, which is the harder conference also. So the wild card spots are even harder to fight for. I don't know. It's just, it'll be tough. That division, honestly, is not that horrible. It's literally just the Patriots that are bad, at least now. The Jets, hopefully, won't be bad if they get Deshaun Watson. If not, then yeah, those are the 4 free wins.
If they have Deshaun Watson, they could sneak a win past Buffalo.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what the fuck the Lions are gonna do after they lose Matt Stafford.
That team is chalk.
Draft the next Calvin.
Dude, that team's gone, bro. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, to draft Matthew Stafford, they went to 16 to get him.
Yeah, I mean, they'll go 0-16 and fucking pick a tight end again.
they need to go 0-16 again to get a new quarterback.
They've picked a first round tight end the past like fucking 4 years, bro. Like they just keep picking his ass. Like keep picking fucking tight ends. It's ridiculous.
They need wide receivers too, bro.
Detroit needs a lot of things. Oh,
Isn't it crazy
God.
though that like Matt Stafford leaves now, and that's like the end of like, because I still remember watching fucking Matt Stafford Calvin Johnson duo, bro.
I mean,
remember
he was
shit.
drafted in 2009, so
I remember watching the year the Lions went 0-16.
that's brutal shit.
Calvin Johnson was on that squad that went 0-16. I'm pretty sure.
What year was he drafted? Was he
Like
drafted?
2007, maybe.
We've talked
It was
about
like
this before
7. It was
because
like 7 or 8,
we've
I think, right?
It's 2007.
we've looked this
Yeah.
up. I gotta look it up again. We have looked this up
I think
before.
it is.
The number 2 overall pick.
Calvin
I'm pretty sure I
Johnson.
don't know who the first pick was. I think it might have been fucking, who was it? Sam Bradford or whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh, it is, bro. It was Bradford, bro. It was. I remember that draft class, bro. That
Calvin
was
Johnson,
the biggest buzz ever, bro.
the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah,
The St. Louis
he was taken
Sam
second in the 2007 NFL draft.
They picked Sam Bradford, bro. That dude
no,
was
no,
Oh,
that
I
wasn't
think
the
Sam
first
Bradford
pick.
was late.
The first pick was the Raiders taking Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, that's the biggest bust all time. Like that, people literally say that he's the biggest bust of all time.
Gee.
Well, I mean, after
won
after Jamarcus Russell, there was Calvin Johnson, Joe Thomas, Adrian
Oh my
Peterson, Patrick Willis, Marshawn
you
Lynch,
serious?
Darrell Revis,
I know Marshawn Lynch was in that.
Reggie Nelson,
Dude, that draft
Greg
class is
Olson,
loaded, bro.
Eric Weddle,
Those are fucking Hoffs, bro.
Steve Smith.
Bro, that is straight Hoff.
Yeah, Jacoby Jones, Marshall
Yeah.
Yonda.
Joe Thomas, that's the greatest draft pick in Cleveland Browns history.
He's a lineman.
That's
No,
no
I
bullshit.
think you mean Baker Mayfield.
Joe Thomas is an absolute god.
Just wait
Like,
till next year.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield's gonna take him to the Super Bowl. So
Bro, I'm gonna
Wait
laugh
until
my ass off if Baker
Baker
Mayfield
Mayfield
just.
pays $200 million.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if Baker Mayfield throws like 40 interceptions next season. He
I
starts
wouldn't be
breaking
surprised.
records. Oh my lord.
Once he gets his max deal, the Browns are down the shitter, dude. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
I mean, they need to get rid of OBJ already. Like, that dude's
Yeah.
just eating up money. He's really not that good for the amount of money that he's getting. God damn, this draft was fucking loaded, and the Raiders really took Jamarcus Russell.
And that's the worst one out of the first however many picks you said.
Well, I mean, those weren't all consecutive. There were a few other.
who was it? Who was the
Busts.
best draft pick in that?
What do you
Like in
mean?
that draft class, who do you think was the best pick?
The best
it has
pick.
to be. It has to be either Calvin Johnson. It has
It's
Darrell
probably.
Revis, or Joe Thomas, right?
I was gonna say Adrian Peterson. Because I mean,
Ah!
I mean, dude
well,
was a
it
dog
honestly could be Joe Thomas because he stayed with the Browns.
the whole
Pretty
time,
much
yeah.
every other player has been on a different team other than the one that drafted him. So
I'm pretty
Bro.
sure Thomas's first 8 seasons of his career with the Cleveland Browns, I don't think he gave up a single sack.
That's fucking
and he
ridiculous.
played in the division with prime Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The only thing is that dude literally never won a playoff game in his whole career. I don't think.
One
Who,
of the
Joe
best
Thomas?
quarterbacks.
No.
The
So-
best quarterback he had in his entire career was probably
Baker Mayfield.
Johnny Football.
Actually, yeah, it probably was Johnny Manziel for 1 year.
Brandon Whedon was getting 4 dubs in the
Well,
season.
dude,
on
think
top,
about
and
it.
then-
He had to protect. Dude, that might be like a record. He protected the most amount of quarterbacks in a single career because
That's actually, bro, you're not wrong. That actually might be the record. No bully. Hold up. I gotta see this. Let me.
Every year, he's protecting someone new.
Let
This
me,
year, we're protecting Sam Bradford.
I mean, if you think of primes for a cornerback, Darrelle Revis probably has the greatest prime of all time.
Bro, Revis? That might be the
Okay.
best corner of all time, the bullshit.
No,
So
it's
what
definitely
we're gonna
Beyonce.
we're gonna choose here who the best quarterback Joe Thomas protected was. He was drafted in 2007.
Oh god.
So 2007 we had Derek Anderson and Charlie Fry as the starting quarterbacks that year.
I remember Charlie Fry was a burger,
That
bro.
dude was a
He only
fuck.
started one game.
Oh
Charlie
my
Fry was
gosh.
a burger.
He probably started one game and threw 4 interceptions. Like,
And then 2008 we had Derek Anderson, Brady Quinn, Ken Dorsey, and Bruce Gradkowski. 4 starting quarterbacks in one season.
Brady Quinn was pretty solid. I think he got him like four wins one season.
yeah,
You know,
Brady Quinn was actually not that bad.
Well, yeah, he probably
Yeah.
was the best out of those 4 because the next season Brady Quinn started 9 and Derek Anderson started 7 in 2009. So, and then 2010 we've got Colt McCoy, Jake Delhomme, and
Delhomme.
Seneca Wallace.
Bro,
And
I don't
then
remember any of those
2011 was
Jake Delhomme was the starting quarterback for the Panthers for a lot of years.
oh yeah. 2011 there was Colt McCoy and Seneca Wallace. 2012 Brandon Whedon and Thad Lewis.
Thad Lewis, the
Thad
dog.
Thad Lewis started one game. It was probably the final game because they were probably fucking like they were probably 3-12.
Yeah.
At max, they had 3 wins. At max.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But, Brandon
2013 there was Jason Campbell, Brandon Whedon, and Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer might have been his best quarterback.
2014 was Brian Hoyer, Johnny Manziel, and Connor Shaw. 2015 was Josh McCown, Johnny Manziel, and Austin Davis. 2016,
Jeez.
Cody Kessler, RG3, and Josh McCown. 2017, Deshaun Kaiser and Kevin Hogan.
Dude, I hate Deshaun.
I actually
Kaiser.
fuck with
He's
Deshaun Kaiser, bro.
burger. That dude is a burger.
Wasn't that the 0-16 season?
I
They
think
went
so.
16 like 3 seasons straight.
I think that was the 0-16 season because they took Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah.
Pretty high.
No,
They
I'm not
did.
bullshitting. They legitimately went 16 3 seasons straight.
No, they didn't.
They did back to back for sure.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure? 100%?
Yes, because
I think they won a game.
because
Didn't
Detroit had the first 0-16 season, and then just a couple years ago, Cleveland had the second one.
Didn't fucking isn't Hugh Jackson's record as a head coach for the Browns like 1-34?
It's probably like 3-30 something. Like it's probably ridiculous.
Probably some shit like that.
Wait, let me. So 2017.
So I'm pretty sure one year they only won like a game or 2. I think.
Yeah, 2017 they went 0-16. 2016 they went 1-15.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the one singular win.
2015 they went 3-13. 2014 they went 7-9. Fire year for the Browns. 2014. Yeah, that was 13 games from Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, do you know who the running back was? Trent Richardson, baby.
Yeah.
Bro, I still remember seeing videos of that dude getting picked, and it looked like he was like crying because he went to the Browns. Like, that dude was not.
Okay, so 2018 was when Baker Mayfield came in. So they had Baker Mayfield and then Tyrod Taylor for 3 games. And then the past 2 seasons, it's been Baker Mayfield every single game. So I
mean,
feel
he's a top
like
10 quarterback, so
Yeah.
Oh my God, they have a whole history of every single quarterback ever.
Yeah, that goes all the way back to like the amount of quarterbacks that they tossed.
Okay, so
Yeah, they've had a lot.
so Kevin Hogan went 0-1. Connor Shaw went 0-1. Thad Lewis went 0-1. Bruce Gradkowski went 0-1. Austin Davis went 0-2. Tyrod Taylor. Hey, Tyrod Taylor. He started 3 games, 1-1-1.
That's
Ain't
Pretty
bad.
solid.
Sweet.
Only 1 loss.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Trying to see. RG3 1-4. Hey, you got him a dub. You got
True.
him 1 win. Seneca Wallace 1-6.
Gosh.
Cody Kessler 0-8, bro. How do you even let him start 8 games?
Oh my god. I don't even know how you let him start one game.
Always down bad, dog.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel went 2-6. Jason Campbell went 1-7. Josh McCown went 1-10. Deshaun Kaiser went 0-15.
Yeah, because that was the year that they were just fucking busted, bro. Like, nothing gonna do it because you have Deshaun Kaiser, fucking starting quarterback.
After him and all the Browns fans were talking about how he was gonna be like
yeah, they were.
he was the move. He was like the sleeper pick of the draft.
Yeah, they were gassing him up. That dude was a fucking bum, bro.
I kind of fucked with Deshaun Kaiser, but yeah, he's a burger, bro.
He's a guppy.
Oh my lord. Wow. Yeah, so that season they went 15 straight with Deshaun Kaiser, 0-15, and they were like, let's bring in Kevin Hogan. He's gonna bring us the dub. We're not going 0-16. And then he lost a game and they went 0-16. Oh my lord. Wow.
I think Deshaun Kaiser might be the best Browns quarterback
of all time.
Brandon Weeden went 5-15. Colt McCoy went 6-15. I feel like it.
See, that time frame right there, you can't blame any Browns quarterback for playing bad when they're playing against fucking Troy Polamalu, fucking Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Like that. For all those, both of those front sevens, like you can't really blame them for shit.
Yeah.
Ed Reed back there.
Dude, I'd be out there, bro. If you put me on the field against those teams, I'm legit going like 0-10 with 10 interceptions.
Well, you're also not a 6'2" college quarterback coming straight, like Colt McCoy coming straight out of Texas with fucking record-breaking seasons, going to the worst team in the fucking history.
So this choice is between either Baker Mayfield, his Browns record is 23-22, and and Brian Hoyer, his Browns record is 10-6.
But you have to say Baker.
Yeah.
But Baker's also played like if you compare Baker Brown's team that he has right now.
Well, see, wait,
compared to Brian Hoyer.
Didn't Joe Thomas retire?
Yeah, he retired like a couple years ago. So
Wait.
he might have even protected Baker Mayfield. I'm pretty
Joe
sure
Thomas.
I think he did for a year, maybe.
Joe Thomas retired in 2017.
Okay, no, he didn't. Never mind.
So he retired the year that they went 0-16.
What a way to go out.
So yeah, he never played under Baker Mayfield. He never had a solid quarterback.
So Brian Hoyer then is the best.
So yeah, Brian Hoyer is the best quarterback that Joe Thomas ever protected. That is.
Gosh, dude.
Wow.
I mean, it would have been Colt McCoy if he had a better fucking team around him, but
that's how you know that those Browns teams were ass. The most important position on your offensive line for a quarterback, you literally have like arguably top 3 greatest ever. He didn't, like I said, bro, I'm pretty sure I seen a stat. He didn't give up a single sack for like the first 8 seasons of his career. Or like some crazy ass shit like that. Bro, think about that. You never get hit in the back. 8 seasons straight.
Yeah, he's like
And
literally like one of the best like
can't
tackles.
get more than 6 wins.
Because you have that one great player, then you can't. And then when you get like a good quarterback, like you get Manziel or you get Colt McCoy, who else is on the team? Oh wait, fucking nobody. I could have gone on the field and ran better routes than those receivers around the bullshit.
Before like Jarvis Landry and like basically before Baker Mayfield, the best player the Browns have ever had on offense, other than Joe Thomas, was fucking Josh Gordon. Like,
Yeah,
absolute
Okay.
burger.
that dude had a
So
drug problem.
so Joe Thomas got injured in the 2017 season. So he technically retired in 2018. He announced his retirement, but he didn't play in the 2018 season. Just a quick little fact about Joe Thomas. In high school, he played right tackle, defensive end, tight end, fullback, place kicker, and punter.
That's
Joe
a
Thomas
big
was
ass punter.
king.
Jeez, that dude is
That is
freak
pretty
nasty.
ridiculous.
Remember,
Jesus.
I remember reading the. You guys know about the Randy Moss in high school shit?
What?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Randy Moss was the wide receiver. I believe he was either a safety or a corner. He was the kicker, the punter, the kick returner, and the punt returner.
I mean, it's Randy
Jesus.
Moss, so you can literally play any position you wanted to.
God, Joe Thomas really wasted his career on the fucking Browns, bro.
Bro, can you imagine if you played on like a good team and had Super Bowl rings and shit?
Like he
Like, bro,
played 11
I
seasons and had 10 Pro Bowls.
yeah, bro, he was literally like I said, bro, he's easily top 3 left tackle all time.
He has 10 Pro Bowls, 6 first team All Pros, 2 second team All Pros, unanimous NFL 2010s All Decade team.
Literally the GOAT. Like,
Yeah. And he fucking
The best player in Browns history.
And the best fucking quarterback he protected was fucking Brian Hoyer.
Can you imagine Joe Thomas if he played during New England's dynasty? He was the left tackle for Tom Brady. Bro, that dude, they would have been disgusting. But you know those weak ass Giants defensive ends aren't pressuring Tom Brady from the weak side, bro.
Who did they have at the time? Like fucking
Jason Pierre-Paul, I know, was one of them.
Justin Tuck, like bro.
Yeah, Joe Thomas is locking both of those dudes up.
Those dudes are getting pancaked in the ground every fucking time they get off the ball.
They call the snap and it's over.
Okay, so I'm looking at Baker Mayfield's stats right here because I am a unanimous Baker Mayfield hater.
No, you're a Baker Mayfield realist.
True.
Yeah.
I'm seeing here. So he did have improvement from 2019 to 2020. Because in 2019 he threw 22 touchdowns and 21 interceptions.
Horrible.
So in 2020 he threw 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, but his career touchdowns he has 75, but his interceptions he has 43. How on earth do you throw that many fucking interceptions, bro? Like, that is god fucking awful. He had his lowest, he had his lowest amount of yards in his 3 years this season.
They run the ball.
Well, no, he had the same amount of attempted passes as 2018.
They run them play actions, boy.
The same amount of attempts as 2018, but fewer completions. He had fewer games played in 2018 than 2020. And threw 200 more yards and one more touchdown. Wow. Bro, his season last year was fucking... Wait, he had 8 fumbles this year? Oh my! He has 20. He has 21 career fumbles.
Bro. That
Oh
dude
my
is just
God,
fumbling the
bro!
bag every time he has the
Holy
ball.
shit!
Tough. He doesn't know what it feels like to play with Joe Thomas on his weak side.
Bro, 21 fucking fumbles?
Jeez, bro.
Holy shit! He ran the ball 54 times this season, and I had 165 yards. In 2019, he ran the ball 28 times and had 141 yards. So he had he had 24 more yards on like double the attempts running the ball.
That's terrible.
Bro, like how can anyone say that this dude is like a top fucking 15 quarterback in the NFL?
He's not half of the league. No
Yeah.
shot.
That is horrid. That is actually horrible.
Like I said, bro, I'll take Ryan Tannehill over that dude.
Facts.
100%,
And that's
bro.
like we said, that's literally as
Hold on, let me
mid-tier as
see
you
how
can
many
get.
fucking interceptions Ryan Tannehill has thrown
Well, he has Derrick
last
Henry.
season.
I don't know if that's a
Wait,
fair
what?
assumption. He has Derrick Henry, bro. I don't think that's a that's a fair comparison.
Well,
there.
okay, we'll compare the fucking
The attempts and
yeah.
percentage and all that shit.
Okay, so 2020 Tennessee. Oh, he's been injured. Huh? Oh no, wait, that's postseason. Okay, here we go. So 2020 attempts, he has 481 attempts, and Baker Mayfield had 486. So Baker Mayfield had
Yes.
5 more attempts. And Ryan Tannehill threw 33 touchdowns, which is more than Baker Mayfield, and 7 interceptions, which is 1 lower.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3,800 yards. Baker Mayfield had 3,500. 315 completions, which is more than Baker Mayfield on less attempts. What?
I said, what about fumbles?
2020 he had 6 fumbles. Ryan Tannehill has 63 career fumbles. He had 6 this season, 6 last season, 5 the season before. Then he was injured 2017. 2016 he had 9 fumbles. 2015 he had 10 fumbles. Then 9 for the first 3 years of his career.
Damn. Hold on to the fucking football,
Bro,
dude.
how the fuck? These quarterbacks have so many goddamn fumbles, bro. What are
And to
they
be fair, he was
doing?
playing for the Dolphins, and the Dolphins weren't very good at the time. So
Yeah, but like, I mean, he still had 6 the past 2 years.
these
That's
dudes
just
fumble in the bag, bro.
Facts.
I feel like that's also like a really big thing between like the elite quarterbacks and the super mid to low tier quarterbacks. The elite quarterbacks are not going to have enough as many fumbles because they know if they're going to get sacked or not. So most of them throw it away.
And they just take the sack and hold
Yeah.
on the ball.
Like, oh my God, that is a ridiculous amount of fumbles. Holy shit. 88 career interceptions. This dude threw 17 interceptions in 2013.
Who did Ryan Tannehill used to play for the Dolphins, right?
Yeah, it was Dolphins
Yeah.
up until 2019.
I say like 2 years ago. That's dog water, man.
Jesus Lord. What's another quarterback that? Hold on, let's just because he's in the news. Matt Stafford. Let's check his career numbers real quick.
Oh well, I know he led the league in interceptions like at least once. I know
Did
that
he?
for a fact. I'm pretty sure. It was one of the first couple years that he played, like when the team was absolute trash and all he had was Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, 2009 he had 20 interceptions.
Yeah.
But
Holy.
Well, the thing is, we're saying
No.
holy, but like Baker Mayfield had 21 interceptions last year. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you don't look at Phillip Rivers, I know that man's led the league in interceptions multiple years.
uh, okay, so Matt Stafford had 20 interceptions his first season. He started 10 games, 13 touchdowns, 20 interceptions.
Jesus.
Bro,
That's
Oh my
insane.
Stafford, like at that time, like he was just known as like a Brett Favre type quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just like, bro, he's just throwing it if he thinks he can get it. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, shit,
Basically,
if you got Calvin Johnson, I'm throwing that bitch up too. Like
I'm chucking that thing.
basically in most of these in most of these seasons, he has just thrown 2 times the amount of touchdowns than he has interceptions. Like he has 12
Yeah.
interceptions in this season, but 22 touchdowns. He's pretty much like that his entire career.
I mean, he also like he's never had a running back a day in his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
What did who's a quarterback that doesn't throw interceptions? Doesn't Aaron Rodgers like never throw interceptions?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers never throws interceptions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up now. Because this is like the thing is like fucking Matt Stafford is a good quarterback. It's a bad team.
Yeah. Top 10 for sure.
And like I think this is something that just really separates the fucking elite quarterbacks to even the bottom half of the top 10. Like Aaron Rodgers has only had 2 seasons where he threw double-digit interceptions. He had 13 in 2008 and 11 in 2010. This season, 2020, he had 48 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
I mean, that is elite. That is elite, bro.
I seen a stat. I don't remember exactly what it was. Didn't Aaron Rodgers just hit like 400 touchdowns this year or something like that?
Yeah.
He has 412 career, so yeah, he did hit it this season.
So I remember seeing a stat, and it was like these quarterbacks that have all hit that 400 touchdown mark, the amount of interceptions that they've thrown since then, and like Tom Brady was like 100 something, and like Drew Brees was 100 something, Peyton Manning was like 200 something, Brett Favre 200 something, and Aaron Rodgers was like 67 or some shit like that.
Well, no, Aaron Rodgers has 89 career interceptions.
Yeah, I think it was like 87. I think was
so
that
he's
figure.
412 to 89.
Yeah.
To put that into perspective, Baker Mayfield has played 3 seasons and has 43. So he already has half of Aaron Rodgers' 16-year career.
And how many touchdowns does he have again?
412.
Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield has 75. Which, I mean, still isn't that bad. Like, that's not a bad amount of touchdowns, but it's a fucking horrid amount of interceptions.
Yeah. Terrible ratio.
Oh, my God.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is just absolutely elite. Like, by the time he retires, if you don't think that he's a top 5 quarterback all time, bro, you're fucking baked.
Well, I mean, I'd put Otto Graham over him.
Yeah.
I'd
put Johnny Unitas over him.
I mean, really, the only quarterbacks I could think, like, off the top of my head that I could be like these quarterbacks are greater than Aaron Rodgers is like Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and like that's it.
Otto Graham. Brian Hoyer.
That's the best one.
Johnny Unitas.
Imagine you go up to someone. What's your top 3 quarterbacks? Oh, Otto Graham, Johnny Unitas, and
Joe Namath,
Jameis Winston,
and Brian Hoyer.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! All right. Just real quick, just to touch on the fact. Last podcast we talked about the Nets because they got James Harden, and the team is obviously really good, but they have lost to the Cavs twice. And their defense is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, they've allowed
which was expected.
They've allowed over, I believe, 110 every game they play.
Yeah, like their defense is horrible.
I mean, their
But they
team literally
put up like 140 a game though.
Yeah,
So.
they put up points.
Yeah, that's their thing. They're putting up points. They're not stopping people from scoring. They're just
Yeah,
outscoring you instead.
The strategy that the Nets have right now is let's outscore the opponent, not out defend them.
Which I don't think will work too well in the playoffs.
Not at all.
Oh no.
When you're James Harden in the playoffs, he's like not even an offensive player.
Non-existent, yeah.
They can definitely fucking outscore the Bucks though, and that's like one of their biggest competition come playoff time.
I mean, everybody can outscore the Bucks. Like they get 2 points at most every possession.
Yeah.
So,
okay. I think it's a good time in the podcast. We kick it over to the greatest segment podcast history, the Chuck Grossman hypothetical.
Chuck.
What was last week's?
Painter.
The porno painter.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good one. Not gonna lie.
I mean, that was an easy one.
Okay. I don't know what this one is, so that's probably a good sign because I usually know what most of them are. Okay, this one is called Vampire Weekend. It's the evening before your wedding. Everything is going as planned. You are spending the afternoon with a few old friends, chatting casually about old times. Suddenly, your spouse-to-be bursts into the room totally hysterical. Your spouse-to-be insists that he/she has just seen a vampire. When you ask what this means, they say, I was looking out of the window of my hotel room, and I could see into the apartment building across the street. That's when I saw the vampire. I saw a man in a black cape bite a woman's neck and drink her blood. I know this must sound crazy, but I am that certain what I saw is real. Your prospective and sober spouse is in a state of panic and pleads with you to believe his or her story. You could tell that this is really, really important to them. Knowing the fragility of the situation and the intensity of the timing, do you tell your potential spouse that you do, in fact, completely believe that they saw a vampire across the street? All of your old friends are watching this conversation.
Hell no.
Yeah, you're not believing that she saw a vampire?
Nah, if my girlfriend walked up to me and said that she seen a vampire and some dude just bit a girl's neck, I'd be like, are you fucking stupid?
Well, yeah, because, see, in this situation, she says that she saw from across the street, out of her hotel window, that she saw him drink her blood. How can you see that? How can you see that?
Yeah, 2020
They could just be doing some freaky shit, biting each other's necks. Like,
I'd fucking walk over to the window. I'd walk out to the window and I'd be like, where the fuck is this dude? And if she was like, she ran away, I'd be like, then go the fuck to bed. Like, It ain't that big of a deal then.
Yeah, this is, yeah, no, I don't believe her.
Hell no, I believe in that shit.
No, I'm not believing a day in my life. Maybe if she saw Bigfoot. But I mean,
I ain't believing any of that shit either.
You can see Anthony Jerome Shaffer and be like, hey, I just saw Bigfoot.
Gosh, bro.
Yeah, no. Mark, what are you saying? You believe in her?
Well, I mean, probably not, but you best believe I'm leaving that gent. So I ain't taking
You're
it.
leaving her.
No,
You're leaving her
I
after
know.
that.
No, like I'm out of there. I'm leaving that town.
Oh,
Fuck that shit.
okay, yeah, I get you. I
Like, I
get
ain't
you.
No, I
staying
wouldn't
there.
leave the town. I'd go down there. I'd be like, I'd literally walk down in the hotel, walk across the street, and I'd be like, there ain't no motherfucking vampire here.
Yo,
See, that's the difference between
who's
me
the
and you.
vampire?
I don't care if I see it, hear it, someone tells me, bro.
Now,
I'm
see if
out
we're
of that
talking.
bitch, bro.
Now, see if we're talking about a ghost and some weird ass shit's happening in my house. Different story. I'm
Yeah,
out.
that's a
I'm
whole
out.
different story. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm
We're burning the
outie.
house down.
Facts. I'm out. I'm grabbing the PS4 and I'm out.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, I guess that's where we can call it this week. Pretty good podcast. We pretty much just talked about Browns quarterbacks and how fucking horrible they are. But
How horrible the Browns are.
yeah, that's about, that's just how the bullshit goes sometimes.
The worst franchise in sports history. So
Yep. Everyone's socials are up on the screen. Mine is right here. Mark, there it is. Wow, we all got it right. Holy shit. We're getting good at this, guys. Getting pretty good. Everyone's socials are on the screen as well as down in the description with everyone else at Creative Shooters. All Creative Shooters socials are linked below. At Creative Shooters on Instagram, at Creative Shoot on Twitter because they don't give us enough characters. At Creative Shooters on TikTok. Twitch.tv/Courageous Shooters. We're fucking popping off with streams. Just,
I mean, the streams aren't really popping off, but we are popping off on the stream.
yeah, we are popping off within the streams. Been playing Warzone, getting absolutely shit on, destroyed by diamond lobbies, but
Diamond 1 lobbies. We'd love to see that.
yep, that's just, we're gonna have to deal with it. So
I guess we're just cracked, my guy.
other than that, watch out for some videos this week. No Throwback Thursday this week. It's a disappointment, but you gotta deal with it. We'll make up for it, but some more videos coming this week. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Anything else for you guys to end it off on?
Just get hyped for league play coming up next month. So.
I mean, those are when the streams will really be hidden.
Yeah,
and
true.
the videos are gonna be popping off, and bro,
the clips are gonna be popping off as I'm gonna be screaming and shit. Like
when you pop a 3-piece on the hard point.
All right.
I'm at a 1v6 clutch and control and shit. Like,
thank you for watching this episode of the Courageous Shooters podcast.